Hello and welcome to this Europa Universalis 4 Let's Play with me, the Titan! Yes, this is the full version of the game with saves and everything, no demos, no previews. This is it. It was released just 17 minutes ago on Steam, so if you haven't picked it up yet, I suggest you go and do so. Now, for this Let's Play, we are going to play as Sweden from the very start. That has been decided a long time ago. But if you are new to this game, I would suggest that you go back one video so you can check out my sort of part 0 for this Let's Play, where I play the demo as Portugal. I go through the basics of the game and how to actually get started. What I didn't go through in there is the new mechanics that have been added to this game from the previous. So if you are familiar with other Paradox games, or maybe you have played Civ 5, then you should go back and check that video. It will explain a few things about this game that I will not bring up here. Now, we are going to pick the Rise of the Ottomans. This is the starting area of the game, and the world looks bit laggy there. Yeah, the world looks like this, and you play as nations, not families as such. I'm going to check my options. There will be no bonuses. The AI difficulty will be on normal. Lucky nations will be none. We're not gonna have any of those. We're not going to be playing this in that sort of, and I'm gonna leave Iron Man off for now. I'm going to do some of that later. The thing about Iron Man mode is that you can only have one save file per game. So once you save that over, that's it. You can't go back. And there is very frequent auto-saving, which you cannot disable. So you can't really go back maybe a month or even less than that. And you can't cheat and you can't switch. So, and it's only in Iron Man mode where you will get achievements for Steam. But we're going to go with those. Sweden. And we are in the Union. Yes, but we are Western. So let's play. And here we are. First of all, this is the geographical view. We will be going into this sometimes, especially in war. This is actually a quite good one to use, because we can actually see hills and forests and winter and that sort of stuff, and you don't absolutely need to see borders and that sort of stuff. Then you can just go without it. But for now, we're going to, yes, we're in personal union. I'm gonna disable things for now. Political map mode. It makes it a bit easier. Now we are Sweden. And first of all, we are in a personal union with Denmark as a subject. They currently have no chance of inheriting us, which is great that you can actually see that. But this is the first and main change in the game to this version number 4, is the power points system. Almost every single slider in the game is gone. They just don't exist anymore. Instead, each monarch have these points from 0 to 6. They are random, and well, the starting is not random, that's historical, but every single person after that is random. These points say how much points this monarch is contributing to our nation every month. All Western nations have a base of 3, as we can see here, and we get an extra 3 from the king's administrative skill. So, administrative power you will be using to gain technology, to get national IDs, to increase your stability and economy overall. And you'll be using these points as currency. They're not money, but as we can have a few advisors here. Currently we have none. So we can see here we have 3 advisors, and they are all giving us some effect. Now we start at 0 stability. Okay, so having a cheaper stability cost will in fact be great. So I'm picking that one, and since we picked him, we also get an additional point per month. Now, there are more powerful ones than these, but this modifier of any kind of advisor is the same no matter the level. The only difference in level is how many of these points you get every month and how costly they are. And no, they have actually. Yeah, here we can see military. This is a level 2, and he costs 4 per month instead of 1, and he costs quite a bit more to hire. And level 3 is even more, and those monthly costs go up as you advance in the game. In the late game it will be, the cheapest ones will probably be about 5 or 6 or something like that. So yeah, the cost goes up, but so does your income. We're going to choose our next 2 here. Let me just check quickly our... No, we don't want trade yet. Diplomatic tech cost. This means we will spend less points when gaining technology. And... ooh, this is a tough one. Morale plus 0.3, which would be damn good, but we don't have a good... well, 10%, that's just 1 extra. Oh, was it? No, it's manpower. That'll be 2,000 more manpower. Ooh, this is a close one, but I'm going to go for morale. It will be better for what we're gonna do sometime. Because we are gonna break free from Denmark, that's obvious. And we can't declare any wars now, so I'm actually going to put this speed on 2 and unpause. Because we are going to get going while we talk. And we won't be that bothered with wars and such yet. Now, we're not gonna do that yet. Diplomacy. This is fairly similar to what it used to be. But we also have rivals. You can set a country as your rival. That means you have you get alliances with their enemies, more prestige, no penalty for embargoing them, better spies, and less diplomatic power. We really don't want inflation right now. I'll get to that why later. But we are going to set Denmark as our... we can't because they're orange. That's too bad. Okay, we go on. Economy is decent, but we can... Here are the 4 sliders that remain. Colonial maintenance, missionary, army, fleet. That's it. And all income is now monthly. No yearly income anymore. Now, if you go below 0, you will take a loan, automatically. But in this game, loans are much more manageable. You don't really have to worry until you've taken about 10 loans. Then you should probably worry what you're gonna do. But at the moment, we're fine. We have a positive balance. Trade Now, this system has been completely overhauled. There are no more centers of trades. They're gone, boom, nothing anymore. This is a trade map mode. So now you see there are different areas than countries. For example, the Baltic Sea. These areas are fixed. They don't change at all over the course of the entire game. That is what I am told. I'm not sure about it, but yeah. Our home province is Stockholm. So we mainly trade through here. We control some of the land that is applied to it. So we currently have a 35.9 trade power in this node. What that translates as is that we actually get 5.1 trade value from this node. And that is because the local and the incoming. Oh wait, this is the maximum amount of gold that this is producing, and we are taking 35% of it. But as we can see, we have some outgoing as well. These lines show how trade is flowing. So we get trade from down here in Krakow and from Novgorod. We have one merchant that sits here and he is collecting trade for us here. So he is basically trying to pull out as much money as he can from here. We have a second merchant over here, and he is transferring power. So he is trying to make money go down this route, while others are trying to make it stay. These flags under here actually show what country is trying to do what. Here you can see that we are applying 5.22 power to get the trade to go this way. Now, naval trade nodes are actually influenced more than just your merchants. They are influenced first of all by merchants, if you send them. Second of all, you can build buildings in your holdings, marketplaces mainly, and they actually give you +1 trade power in this node where it's connected. It doesn't matter if you own this province or not, but it is 5% trade power instantly in that node, in that province. Here no one can own it because it's the sea. Same with North Sea. But the others like London or Flanders or Lübeck, they are actually slightly powerful, but not fully powerful. Now, the third way to influence this is by using your fleet. All light ships of this type can actually protect your trade. So each of these, when you click Protect Trade, provide 3.5 trade power. So we can just send these to the Baltic Sea. Send. So now we should have soon. Now we see our trade power rising, and he will patrol around here in this area and basically transport goods and protect that goods don't go away. And slowly our trade power is going to rise. We could have sent him here, and that would have meant more money going down to us. Or I could have sent him here, and that would have effectively blockaded some of the money going down this route. As Sweden, we are going to be relying more on trade and production rather than taxation to get our money. And we can just check our money, and it's up to 3 as our trade income we get from the Baltic Sea. Now, let's go back to diplomatic map mode and check our brethren. Now, Denmark is in a bad position currently. They have 5,000 troops. Norway has 6. Their navy is more powerful than ours. Let me pause here and go into the ledger. Now, the ledger is also vastly improved. You can just click armies and you go there. Denmark, they have 11,000 troops, so they're off somewhere else at the moment. And they have 13,000 manpower, which is a bit less than us. We have 10,000 troops, a bit less, but we also have more manpower. What I'm going to do is, we have a bit of money. We're going to build some troops, and this is also a very new interface that you simply click the production interface and you choose, what do we have here? Yeah, we're gonna need 2 cav. Click the knights and we get up where we can build them. We get a cost, 25 ducats, and how long it will take. Some of these are modified by tax and so forth, so some are faster than others, but we're going to build 2. And then we are going to build another 2 infantry. Yeah, and that's all we can do. Let's unpause. Let's keep going. That was trade. Yeah, this is the technology tree. As you can see, this is vastly different from previous games, and these are only used by the 3 different powers. And here we have a bar showing how close we are to finishing it, and we need 600 power to enact this idea and advance forwards. All tech groups other than Western have a penalty towards getting technology. So whatever game you have, the Western countries will be getting more further away from you. That's just it. You can't avoid it. Here we have the diplomatic technology tree, which is naval units, trade, and colonization. And then military, which is basically logistics. Next we have national IDs, or IDs. First of all, we are Sweden, so we have some IDs ourselves. First of all, our mercenary maintenance is 25% lower than normal, and our infantry combat ability is plus 15, which is very, very good. Basically means our infantry will be 15% better than anyone else's. As we get our national ID, well, when we get to administrative tech number 4, excuse me, let me just group this up and have a drink. We can unlock our national IDs. Now, when we get one of these, we can pick one of these. As we get to level 7, we can unlock another one of these. Unlocking them doesn't give anything at all, nothing. But it gives you the opportunity, for example, exploration ideas, to purchase these IDs here. I can't check what cost they are, but if I remember correctly from the demo, it's 600 or close to 600 as well. Maybe it was 400. Yeah, it does cost different of these points as well. So there you get the interesting dilemma. Do you spend your points here? Oh, we got a soiree. The chandeliers blazed shadows and lights across the grand ballroom of your palace, and the music of 100 dancing violins filled the air. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, my King! The foreign guests and local dignitaries greet you. Everywhere is conversation, laughter, discussion, and the breathing, pulsating rhythm of life. Your eyes gaze across the assembled myriads. What should you talk to tonight? Or who should you talk to tonight? Oh. We can get a new legal heir with a weak claim, or a chance, or, well, we get a advisor and lose some prestige. And here we lose more prestige. But this will be, I think, a legal heir for Denmark, which we are a subject nation of, which I find a bit odd that we get this choice. But we want him to have a weak claim, because that can get us out of the Union easier. So yeah. Oh. Okay, that might have been bad. But yeah, he was going to get a kid anyway, and we at least choose a poor one, so he can't use that against us. And yes, I know we get him as well, but what makes Denmark weaker is good. Now, these are a lot of ideas to go through, and I'm not going to go through them all. That's gonna take far too much time. And I see that I have to put a cut here in this video shortly. Yeah, I'm going to go through these IDs as well. As you unlock these, for every 3 of these small ones that you unlock, you also unlock these IDs, which are national IDs. They are, in the bigger nations, very different from each other. Some have generic, like Thuringia or, let's see, Armagnac and so forth. They have generic or greater countries the same. Basically, Armagnac has French, Thuringia has German. But we are Sweden, so we have our own IDs. We, after 3 of the smaller ones, we get Kung and Riksdag, which is +1 yearly legitimacy. Swedish steel plus 15% discipline. That is 15% more damage in combat, which is incredibly powerful. Getting 15 discipline is very hard, even in late game, so this is a huge military boost. The Hakkapeliitta, cavalry cost, cheaper. Indelningsverket, manpower recovery speed, plus 33%. That is a subject that will be for the next video when we come to the military. Swedish absolutism, stability cost modifier -10, which is really good. We'll see how we change stability later, and it's much easier than before. It is one button. Produktplakatet, production efficiency plus 10%, which is very nice. And Union and Security Act, national manpower plus 10%, which is really, really good. And that is it for this video. I hope that you will keep following this Let's Play, and let's see how we do further down the road. Until then, see you next time, folks. Bye bye.